Okay, cool. I'm live. Okay, so this is a quick tutorial on how to set up the backend tutorial on. You should have the backend. Like you should be able to fork this, cd into it. The command that you run is docker compose up -d. So you want, in essence, like you need to make sure that you have Docker installed. And we also have, it's pretty straightforward for Linux, Mac, but Windows 10 Home, I think, only recently started supporting Docker. And once you have Docker compose D running, which I'm running right now, you would be able to see localhost 8000. And then from here you can go to 8001, and then you can log into our database front end on adminer, which Bill set up. And you just have to make sure that you enter the proper credentials. It's Baby Yoda, my secret password. And then you have to make sure that the database system is actually Postgres. And from here you can click on CodeBuddies and then check out all the users that we have. So yeah, so spinning up the front end is also should be pretty straightforward. What you want to do is, sorry, 1 second. After you fork this repo, you run npm install and then npm start. So I think I've already run npm install, so I'm just going to npm start, and then you'll have like localhost 3000 opened up. So everything in the front end code actually talks to your localhost 8000 directly. We have a proxy in package.json that makes sure that we're pointing to like localhost 8000 when we're making requests. For example, here against this API v1 resources endpoint, it's actually referring to like localhost 8000 API v1 resources. We don't have a pull request up for creating a resource, but right now you can these are some seeded resources that I have in my database right now, and I'm going to show you how to seed those resources. So these are this is really great documentation, by the way, that Bill mostly worked on, and Chris and Bethany contributed to. So you have this is how you log or see what's in your logs. This is how you make migrations, so these are things, if you're doing front end, you don't have to worry about. You only have to worry about these things if you're making changes to the model in Django. We have a testing suite that Chris and Bethany worked on, which is very exciting. So you can run this in a tab in your. Actually, you don't have to run in a tab, because you can, after you spin up the Docker thing, you just have this terminal available. These are some Postman instructions for, which I highly recommend. Bill set up some skeletal Postman requests. So what you get is the ability to create a user, authenticate. There are some global settings, you want to make sure you have a variable named API URL, and then your initial value and current value. Actually, I think your current value needs to be an HTTP and not an HTTPS. That is something that might be a gotcha. But if anyone runs into trouble with Postman, just let me know. In order to spin down the Docker environment, you run docker compose down, actually. here we go. To stop all the containers, all the applications to remove all containers, do this. If you want to remove all the containers, this is what you run. But back to seeding the data, that's outlined in step number 6. So you can run docker compose run --rm app manage pi init data in order to seed your data. I'm going to show you what happens when you do that. First, I'm going to show you what happens if you type help. So Chris 48S worked on this, which is really amazing. Like, you can clear the DB, you can add a flag for the number of users you want to create, etc. It's super cool. So, but generally, if you run like initdb by itself, then you'll automatically create 10 users, tags, resources, and tagged items for your database, which you can like then, you know, go and log into adminer here and check it out. So yeah, like one note is for any new users that you create, the password is CodeBuddies, but you can also, of course, like create new users yourself by registering a new user here, remembering the password